Up until I was about 17 years old, I thought my parents were literally the two dumbest people on the face of the planet. I didn't do anything they told me to do. Um, I kind of disobeyed every way I possibly could. We didn't get along. I mean, we were like oil and vinegar, cats and dogs. It just was not a pretty sight for a long time. I didn't know God when I was in high school, and my parents knew that I was kind of on a destructive path. And my parents didn't agree with anything I did. And knowing that, they didn't really trust me in anything I said or did. And when I started going to church, and when I started following God and His Word, I would get up early to go to church on Sunday morning. Well, my parents had so little trust in me that they thought I was going out to party on Sunday mornings. And that they thought I was going out to drink and just go crazy. And they didn't really want me to leave the house that early on Sunday morning. They thought I was causing trouble. And I couldn't really explain to them that I was going to church because I went from one extreme to the other in a way. My parents didn't know God. I was new in my faith and I wanted to go to church and kind of hang out. I mean, I wanted to honor God, but at the same time honor my parents. But part of me felt, they didn't want me to do something, and directly there I was going behind their back and doing it. And I didn't really know how to account for that. I didn't know which way I should be feeling, how I should be pulled in this situation. Terrible relationship with my parents. I started going to church, and I quickly learned that my relationship with my parents was up to me. I needed to bring it to life. We were in shambles. There was holes in our communication, and it's not the way that to live a God-honoring life. And part of living a God-honoring life is having that whole circle there. And for a lot of people, it's touchy ground. And for me, it was really touchy ground for me because I didn't know how to go about it. My parents didn't believe in God, but I did. How do I handle this? How do I communicate with my parents but still stay on the same wavelength as my God relationship? And I wanted to bring my relationship with my parents to the table of God's will. And as long as your wishes are centered at the heart of God and centered at the heart of God's will, you're going to fulfill Him too. I am the Muffin Man who lives on Blueberry Lane.